Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'm going to be showing you how to draw the Fire King from Fortnite. Let's get started at the top of our page with the upper eyelid. So we're going to start on the left side, we draw a curve. Starting from the outside, we're going to go up and then pull that back down and in. We're going to leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So let's line up the inside of the eyelid, we're going to curve up and then back down on the right. Now from the inside, we want to curl this in and then up. So on the left side, we're just going to round this out and go up. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. So it's a half circle. Starting from the end, we're going to step in, curve down towards the bottom, and then just pull that up towards the inside of the eyelid. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to tuck two smaller circles on the inside for the pupil. So we start on the left side at the top, curl around towards the bottom, and then back up. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Let's go ahead and fill the outside area of the eye in black. Now on the inside of the eye, we're going to draw a curve that comes down and then out. So on the left side, we're going to curve down and then out underneath the eye. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to move in towards the center and draw on the nose. We start with the tip of the nose first. Starting on the left, we're going to curve down and then up. Let's add in the nostril. From the left side, I'm going to step down, curl around, and then back in. And we'll do the opposite on the right side. Now at the top of the nose, I'm going to draw a short curve going up and then down for the bridge of the nose. I'm going to move out towards the side of the nostril. We're going to start on the left side, we're going to curve out and all the way down towards the corner of the mouth. I'll do the same thing on the right side to the same height. Now let's connect these 2 points with a curve. We're going to start on the left, we're going to go up and then down on the right. Let's add some wrinkles along the top of the mouth. Starting on the left, we're going to curve out and then up. We're going to go over towards the right side. We're going to curve in the opposite direction. Now from the center, we're going to move over towards the right slightly and draw another curve going up. Now let's add some wrinkles along the bottom. Underneath this curve, we're just going to go out and then down. Do another hook on the right side. Now let's move to the outside and draw on the lower part of the head. From the left eye, we're going to move over. We're going to curve down and pull that in underneath the mouth towards the chin. I just want to work my way back up towards the right side. Going across, and we'll just pull that up just beside the right eye. Now we're going to draw on the top of the head. Starting on the left, it's like drawing a large circle. We're going to bump this out, and then come in. We're going to go all the way up to the top of the head. Round this out, and then come back down on top of the right cheek. Now we're going to add the ears along the side. So on top of the cheek, we're going to step up, we're going to curve up, round out the ear, and then pull that in towards the side of the head. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Curling around the top of the ear, and back in towards the side of the head. Let's add the inside ear detail. Starting at the top of the cheek, we're just going to curve up and then out with a short curve. Let's go in and add some detail to the face. We're going to start with the cheekbones first. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve in and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. Now I'm going to add some molten lava coming down from the eye. Starting underneath the left eye, we're going to curve down and in towards the cheek. Now from the bottom, I'm going to taper this up underneath the eye. Now we're going to draw on the bottom edge of the lava coming down across the forehead. Starting on top of the cheek, we're going to curve up and then over the left eye. And then from here, we're just going to drip this down. From the top, we're just going to curve down and then just pull that back up. And then from here, we're going to curve over and then down. Coming down the center of the head. Now let's pull this back up. We're gonna go up towards the right, up towards the top. Now from here, let's drip this down over the right eye. Curve across, and then all the way down. Now let's pull that back up. We're gonna taper this so it gets thicker as you come up. Now I just wanna pull this over towards the side of the head, going out and then down. Now we're gonna add an opening in the center here. Starting from the top, we're gonna curve out towards the left, and then back in. Go back to the top, we're gonna curve in the opposite direction, towards the bottom. Let's go to the top on the right. Up on the side of the head, we're gonna curve down, and then up towards the top of the head. Let's add an opening over on the left side. Starting from the top, we're gonna curve down, and then across. Now from here, I'm gonna go straight up, and then bend it over towards the top. Now let's draw on the top of the lava. Starting at the top of the head, we're gonna curve down, and we're gonna go across that opening, and then just pull that down. And then from here, I'm just gonna curve out and up towards the side of the head. Let's add another opening along the side. From this line, I'm gonna step down, curve in, round it out. Now we're gonna go out. I just want to pull this down towards that bottom point. Rounding it out and then pulling it down. Let's add a little bit more along the right side. On top of the cheek, we're gonna curve up, and then in, and then taper that back towards the side of the head. Now that we've drawn the head, let's work our way down the body. I'm gonna start with the center chain first. So underneath the chin, I'm gonna leave a little gap. We're gonna draw 2 straight lines coming down. I'm gonna close off the top with a curve going up and then down. And then along the bottom, we're gonna go in the opposite direction. Let's add another one just below it. We're gonna leave a little gap, draw 2 straight lines coming down, close off the top, and then the bottom. Now let's draw the links facing forward. About halfway down this link, I'm gonna curve around and then in towards the bottom link. It's almost like a half circle. Do the same thing on the right side. Now at the bottom, we're gonna draw a circle, curving around the bottom and then back up on the right side. Now we want to trace out these circles on the inside. Starting on the left, we're gonna curl around and then back in. Do the same thing on the right. Now at the bottom, we're gonna start on the left side of the link, curl all the way around to the bottom and back up on the right. Let's add in the metal collar. We start over on the left side, underneath the head, we're gonna curve down and then in behind the chain. Go to the right side and curve up on the right side of the head. Now let's move out and draw on the side of the body. On the left side, just underneath the collar, I'm gonna curve out and then down towards the hip. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now let's close off the bottom. We're gonna connect these 2 points with a curve, coming down and then back up. We're gonna step up and draw on the top of the belt, drawing that same curve going across. Let's add some detail to the belt. On the left side, we're gonna draw 2 angle lines coming down, close off the inside with a straight line. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the right. Coming down at an angle, and then close off the inside. Now let's add some detail to the body. We start on the left side underneath the collar, curl around, and then in behind the chain. Now on the right side, we're gonna hook this down. Let's taper that back in behind the chain. Going back in. And then from that same point, I'm gonna curve down and then out. And then again, tapering that back in behind the chain. Now we're gonna move over towards the left side of the chain, curve out, and then down towards the top of the belt. Let's continue working down with the legs. We're gonna start with that knot first. So in the center, we're gonna leave a gap. We're gonna draw 2 short lines on either side. Close off the bottom with a curve, coming down and then back up. Now let's draw in the cloth coming down the side of the leg. Starting from the left corner, we're gonna curve out and then down. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the left side, we're gonna taper this back up, curving out and then up. Now let's go to the side of the leg. From this point, I'm gonna curve out and then down. Let's go back up to the hip. We're gonna round out the side of the leg. From here, we're gonna curve out and then down towards the left side and do the same thing on the right. Now we're we're gonna go back up towards the knot on the left side. We're gonna curve down and then out towards the side of the leg. Do the same thing on the right. Now I just wanna add a wrinkle on either side of the knot. On the left, we're just gonna draw a straight line going across and do the same thing on the right. Now there's some cloth that comes in behind. So we start on the left side on the inside edge, curve down, in behind, and we'll continue over towards the right side. Now we're going to tuck the legs in underneath the cloth. So underneath the knot, we're going to step down, leaving a gap in the center, move over towards the left, curve out and down towards the left heel, move over towards the right, curve out and down towards the right heel. Now we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, we'll curve down and then up. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to round out the top of the foot. From the left toe, we're going to draw a curve going up and then down, aiming towards the heel. We're not going to go all the way. We're going to stop right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Going up and then hooking that down. Now from the top of the foot, we're going to draw a curve going out and up underneath the cloth. We're going to leave a little overlap on the end. Do the same thing on the right side. Now from the top of the foot, we're going to step up and draw on the edge of the boot cuff. On the left, we're going to curve down and then up. And do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a couple spikes on the inside of the leg. Starting on the left, we're going to draw a short angle line going up and in. Do the same thing on the right. Now from here, it's going to curve down and back out in behind the boot. We're going to do that one more time. The bottom, we're just going to draw a short angle line going up, curve down and in behind the boot. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. About halfway down the side of the body, so right here, we're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now back on the left, we're going to start with a thumb. We'll draw a small half circle, and then at the end of the thumb, we'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we curve down and up around the bracket for the first finger. Now we're going to step down, curve down and up the second finger. Let's move over to the right and do the same thing. We start with a thumb, and we'll add a bracket at the end. And at the bottom of the thumb, we're going to curve down and up around that bracket, step down, curve down and up the second finger. Now let's go back over to the left side and draw the outside of the arm. Starting on the side of the finger, curve out. I'm just going to aim up towards the top corner of the collar. We're going to stop right about there. Let's go over to the right side and do the same thing. Start on the side of the second finger, curve around. I'm just going to bring that up towards the same height. Now at the top of the arm, I want to add a socket for the spike. So from here, we're going to draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now from here, I just want to curve up and in towards the top of the collar. Now let's add in the spike. From that top point, I'm going to curve out and then up. I'm going to pull this down towards the bottom of the socket. Curve down and then in. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to add one more set of spikes in behind. So about halfway down the outside curve, go out and up. Now I'm going to pull that down and then in behind the arm. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to add some more detail over on the left arm. Starting from the top of the spike, we're going to curve across and up underneath the collar. Now at the bottom of the spike, on the side of the arm, curve up, round it out, and then hook that back out. Now I'm going to pull this back in. So we're going to taper this going up. Now from here, I'm going to blend into a curve going in the opposite direction towards the body. Let's add that box on the right hip. Starting from the top of the belt, I'm going to draw a short line going across. Do the same thing along the bottom. And then we'll connect these 2 points with a straight line coming down. I want to add a little bit of detail on the right arm. So we start from the wrist, we're going to curve in and then up. Now I'm going to taper this back in towards the inside of the arm. Now let's go to the outside of the arm. Starting out here, we're going to curve across and then in, and then taper back towards the outside of the arm. Now the last thing we're going to do is add a flame over on the left shoulder. Starting down here, we're going to draw a wave going up. Going out, in, and then flicking that back out. Now I'm going to taper this back in with a short curve. Now let's go up to the top. Rounding this out, coming in towards the head. Now here I just want to draw a little curl. Going around, back up. And then we'll pull this back in behind that spike. Curving in, and then down. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Fire King from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.